Okay, we've got the Alpine Ine-W957hd. Front camera access. Star on the bottom left. Hit it. Front camera. Rear camera instant access. I press front camera. Front nose of the Corvette. Crosshair is 6 inches in front of the front nose. Our safe zone is anything up here. Anything between this crosshair and this front nose is within 6 inches. That's our danger zone. Cones on the right and left are irrelevant on this particular vehicle. This is what we're looking for when we're parking. So, we have accessed this. Now we're going to exit. Wake up the screen, hit the X, and we're out. Again, front camera. Favorites icon. Front camera. There we are. I want to get out of here. Touch the screen, hit the X, and I'm out of there. Now here we are on a radio screen. We are currently on preset 95.5, preset 2. There's a little volume. Volume on the steering wheel is retained. Volume up, volume down. Tune up and down, presets. So here on the radio, take note, we are in FM 1. That is the first band of FM radio. FM radio is very simple to operate. Tune up, tune down are the arrows. Also on the hard buttons, tune up and tune down. Pressing to the right will take you up. Pressing to the right will take you up. Left and left, back down. Tune up, tune down. This is taking us through the stations one at a time. Now, presets. As we press our preset button on the wheel, we will go through our presets. Or we could just tap them right here on the screen. So again, we are in FM 1. This represents our first 6 preset stations. I will press band. Take note, we have now gone to FM 2. In FM 2, we can store 6 more presets. Storing a preset, very simple. We will tune to the preset station. Once we get a station up that we would like to store, we will simply press and hold the preset box coinciding with where we'd like to store. 92.3 and preset 1. Press and hold, it beeps. Now set as preset 1. We will do that for all 6 presets here. On the bottom of the screen next to our band button, we have the info button. Pressing the info button will change what is displayed here on the screen, depending on whether or not the station is broadcasting information. You may get the song, you may get the artist, you may get nothing. Pressing info will change. Right now we're reading no data, probably because we're inside the shop under fluorescent lights. Now, I press band again. This brings us into AM. AM works the same as FM. We have 6 presets. We have tune up and tune down on the arrows. Tune up and tune down here on the hard buttons. Also on the steering wheel, tune up, tune down, and go through our presets. I will press band a 3rd time. That will now bring us back to FM 1. Whenever we're on a music screen, any icon that is highlighted on the top is directly coinciding with what source of music we're listening to. So, radio FM is highlighted, so that's what we're listening to. If I wanted to toggle the Sirius, I could simply press Sirius, and now we will move to Sirius. We haven't activated the tuner yet, so we are stuck with preset channels defaulting to the preview channel. Sirius is very simple. It works just like AM and FM radio. Track up, or station up rather, station down, station up, station down. Our presets work the same. Presets and station up and down works the same on the wheel as well. Category, if we press this button, it will break all the stations down in order of category: rock, rap, pop, jazz. It makes it very simple to search around when you're new to Sirius. You also have a direct search button. You have an info button which will show you the text information coinciding with what you're listening to. The band button, as we press this, we will advance to Sirius XM2. If I press it again, we will advance to Sirius XM3. We have 18 presets in Sirius XM. Another press and we're back to Sirius XM1. Now, we're done with Sirius. We'd like to listen to a disc. Before, I went from FM to Sirius simply by pressing Sirius. I could press disc and get us there, or we could always press the music note, and when I do so, it will advance one source of music. CD, very, very simple. Track up, track down, track up, track down, track up, and track down. And of course, our volume always remains the same. Now, on a CD with text information, that information will be here, perhaps even the album artwork. If you make a CD on the computer, you want to include all of the track information. If you buy a store-bought CD, it's a coin toss if it has it or not. This radio will decode CDs, MP3s, DVDs, as well as many other formats. CD, very simple operation here. Assuming there was no disc in and we needed to add one, or in this instance, we need to delete one, or eject. Down here on the bottom right, eject. At first push, the screen will ask, what do we want to do? Well, we want to eject the disc. Perhaps you want to put a tilt on the radio. If the radio sits lower in the dashboard, you may want to tilt it. In this instance here, it's perfect. So I want to eject a disc. I will press eject, face drops down, and the disc will come out. Take the disc and have a nice day. If we are not putting in another disc, it says close with an arrow. We would press this button, which is the eject button again, and it would close the radio. Or simply stick a disc in and it will read it. So, again, CD, very, very simple. The only other buttons with CD, we now introduce a play and a pause, self-explanatory. And we introduce a search. If we press search, it will give us a track listing. Here, because there is no text coinciding with this CD, we're looking at just the track numbers. If it was a text CD, we would see the names of the songs. Whenever we're on a menu screen like this, we have two ways of searching. The easiest when the vehicle's in motion would be to press the arrow buttons, and these will jump us a page down or a page up at a time. I find when I'm parked, it's easiest to grab the screen and drag it. This is not a smartphone, it requires a committed touch. We don't want to flick it, we want to commit to our touch and drag our finger. We would like to go to a different track, we simply press it, and voila, we are now playing the track that I have selected, which is track 4 of 13. We have shuffle, we have repeat. Okay, jumping out of the CD, I want to go to iPod audio. Typically that will read USB. It is reading iPod audio because I do indeed have an iPod plugged in. This here, John, is your USB input. You also have an HDMI input and you have an auxiliary input over here. Here, I will press iPod audio. This will work with an iPhone, with an iPod, with an iPad. When you plug in an iPhone, it will read iPod audio because it is decoding the music in your iTunes catalog. Here on the radio, it will default to the last song you're playing. It will default to the first song in your alphabetical library if you've closed the app. We are listening to name of the song, name of the artist, name of the album, and the album artwork. I want to do a search here. I want to look for my own music in my iTunes catalog. I will be pressing the search button. Very simple. I'm not searching for movies, I'm searching for music. Therefore, I select music. Next, what would I like to search? Playlist, artist, albums. There's actually even more. Audiobooks, composers, genres. I'm going to press the arrow again, and I'm going to go to my artist. Here, we have all of my artists in alphabetical order. This could take a very long time to stream. We can go backwards, we can go forwards with the streaming, or arrow up and down here will take you through one page at a time. This can take a very long time as well. So Alpine has given us an alphabetical search bar. Here we can jump by the letters. So if I'm looking for Coldplay, I can go to my D's, back up a step, and find Coldplay and select them. That is my artist. If you notice now, we are in albums. What album do I want? Well, I want every album. Next up, what song do we want? I will simply pick a song, and in a moment, that song will begin playing. We will be listening to song 4 of 24 because this artist and those albums equal 24 different songs, and I happen to select number 4. So we have the album artwork, we have the name of the song, the name of the artist, the name of the album. Here we have a track listing. If I press this, it will show us every track or song in the mix that we've just set up. Again, that's every song from every album that I have from Coldplay. I will hit the back button here. I can go back to the album list. I can keep hitting back. I don't want to do that. I want to get to the music. I'm just going to hit X. That will escape and bring us right back to our music screen. Now, Ipod gives us the ability to shuffle, to repeat, to start a whole new search. I'm bored with this. I want to go back. I want to search music. I want to search my playlist. Here, I'm just going to go into my purchased music playlist. What song do I want? I'm going to pick the first song there. And in a moment, it's going to populate that song and start playing. Here, song is up, song is ready to play. I am done with Ipod. I want to go back to FM radio. Easiest way is just click on FM radio. I'm listening to FM radio. I want to go back to the iPod. Press the iPod. I'm back up. Now, there are more sources of music than what we can see. On the Alpine, anytime you see a button with an arrow, it indicates that there are more icons, if you will, in the direction of that arrow. So we just brought up Pandora. If you have the Pandora app on your iPhone, you will click it and it will bring you into your Pandora app. You may find from time to time it will ask you to open the app on the phone. You may have to. Most of the time our phones are up to date and it will open automatically. Here with Pandora, I'm going to hit the search button. This will populate a list of every station I have. I'm going to go to my Andrea Bocelli radio station. In a moment, it will find it and it will start playing it. If you notice, while we're waiting for that to happen, on the bottom of the screen, create station from artist, create station from track, create new station. We do indeed have the ability to create stations on the face of this radio. We also have the ability to give a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Now, if you notice, please launch a Connect application for mobile device. It is worth mentioning, today is May 30th, 2018. Last night, Apple put a new software